Every year, at midnight, billions of people stop breathing for a second. They count backwards. They stare at a clock. They kiss strangers. They make promises they already know they will break. But here's the unsettling truth. The new year was never meant to be a celebration. It was a moment of terror. For most of human history, the first day of the year wasn't about hope. It was about survival, about appeasing gods, about stopping time itself from turning against humanity. In this video, you'll discover why ancient civilizations believed the world could end on New Year's Day, why kings used it to rewrite reality, why fireworks were once weapons against demons, and why, even today, your brain treats New Year's Day as a psychological reset button. Because by the end, you'll realize something unexpected. We don't celebrate the new year. We survive it. For early humans, time wasn't abstract. It was alive, unpredictable, and dangerous. Seasons meant life or death. A wrong winter meant extinction. A failed harvest meant famine. So when the year ended, people believed order itself was collapsing. In ancient Mesopotamia, time wasn't measured, it was feared. And that fear gave birth to the first New Year ritual. Around 2000 BC in Babylon, people celebrated Akitu, the oldest known New Year's festival. However, it didn't resemble modern celebrations. For 12 days, chaos ruled. Social order was reversed. Kings were stripped of power, servants mocked masters, and courts stopped functioning. Why? Because the Babylonians believed that at the end of the year, the god Marduk had to fight the forces of chaos again, just as he did when he created the universe. If Marduk were to lose, the world would come to an end. The king himself was publicly humiliated, slapped, stripped of symbols, forced to cry, to prove to the gods that he was still worthy to rule. Only when Marduk won was the new year allowed to begin. Remember this idea. The new year is controlled chaos. We'll come back to it. For the Romans, the new year wasn't about gods alone. It was about power. Originally, the Roman year began in March, the season of war. But in 153 BC, Rome changed it to January 1st. Why? Because January was named after Janus, the god with two faces, one looking to the past, one to the future. Janus didn't predict the future. He controlled transitions. On New Year's Day, Romans exchanged gifts, swore political oaths, reset debts, and renewed loyalty to the state. This wasn't a celebration. It was reprogramming society, and once again, the new year became a tool, not of joy, but of stability. If you're still watching, you're exactly the kind of person this channel exists for. Someone who wants to understand why traditions exist, not just repeat them. If you want to support documentaries like this, consider becoming a member of 5 Minutes of Culture. It allows us to keep creating deep, research-driven stories like this one. Now, let's see what happened when religion took control of time. Early Christianity didn't like the new year at all. Why? Because it was pagan, chaotic, associated with drunkenness, masks, and old gods. For centuries, the church tried to ban New Year celebrations. Instead, different regions celebrated the new year on March 25th, Annunciation, Easter, Christmas. The goal was clear: remove pagan power from time itself. But the people resisted, because humans don't just need faith, they need closure. Eventually, January 1st returned, but stripped of chaos, rewritten as reflection and repentance. The ritual survived. The meaning changed. Or did it? Fireworks are not decorations. They are ancient weapons. In China, loud noises and explosions were used to scare away Nian, a mythical beast believed to emerge at the end of the year to devour villages. Drums, firecrackers, bright lights, all meant one thing: keep the darkness away. That's why even today, New Year's Eve is loud, bright, and chaotic. Your brain doesn't know why, but your ancestors did. Modern neuroscience confirms something ancient humans already felt. The brain loves temporal landmarks. The new year creates a perceived closure, emotional distance from failure, spikes in motivation, and a reboot of identity. That's why people make resolutions on January 1st, not randomly. And the calendar permits to start again, not because time changed, but because meaning did. Why the countdown? Because it recreates the oldest fear of all, the moment between worlds. 1 second, you are in the old year. The next, in the unknown. That pause, that breath, that silence before fireworks. It's the same fear the Babylonians felt, the same fear Romans ritualized, the same fear medieval churches tried to suppress. We don't notice it anymore, but our bodies do. New Year isn't about calendars. It's about control. Control over time, over chaos, over uncertainty, over the fear that things might never get better. For thousands of years, humanity has stood at the edge of the unknown and said, "We begin again." Not because we are sure it will work, but because the alternative is to do nothing. Tonight, when the countdown begins, remember, you're not just celebrating. You're participating in one of the oldest survival rituals on Earth. A ritual older than nations, older than religion, older than history itself. So if this story changed how you see the new year, if it made you realize that even simple traditions carry ancient fears and hopes, subscribe to 5 Minutes of Culture. Because next time, we'll uncover another moment where humanity stared into the unknown and invented meaning to survive it.